Straight out of the left coast of the coast in the east. Started off on the quest to find his favorite drink. We talk sports, comics, silver screen. Don't forget about the music, cause we loving the beats. A slice of life for the whole damn pie. We got it all. We know you feeling the vibe. From old Gen X to young Gen Z. Either way, we gon' drink. It's Son and Pops.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Son and Popsculture. I'm Son.
And I'm Pops.
And this is episode 119.
All the things I've done, all the things I've seen. 119. 119.
The last of the teens.
The last of the teens.
For a while. So
yeah, I mean, yeah. Man.
Praise be. But
oh, goodness.
What do we do here?
What we do here at Son and Pops Culture is give you our take on movies, music, video games, comic books, literature, sports, anime, little slice of life. Sometimes you get the whole pie. East and West, young and old, X and Z, Son and Pops. Where can the people find us at, buddy?
You can check us out on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Son and Pops Culture. There we have full visual episodes up on YouTube and highlights of the show. But we also do like fun trivia and other stuff. But if you ever want us to talk about a certain something or just want to chat, hit us up because we love hearing from you guys.
True indeed. We love hearing from our listeners. And if we didn't tell you before, thank you. Couldn't do it without you guys.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. I guess we'll start where we always start.
Yes, with this week's drink.
This week's drink started as a 21-year-old's quest to find his favorite drink, but has since evolved or devolved into us drinking whatever we want. Because either way, we gonna drink. What do you got today, bud?
Today, since we're filming this still in, West Coast time, early afternoon, I just have a cup of coffee.
I need that. What do you got in your coffee?
What I have in my coffee? So I got some beans from one of my favorite coffee places. It's called Solid Coffee Roasters.
Okay.
And so I got the beans, put a little oat milk in it, and some honey.
Okay. I see you. Are you grinding your own beans nowadays?
Yep, I grind my own. Yeah, they come in the beans, so I grind them. And,
nice.
Yeah, I'm an oat milk guy.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you.
For my stomach.
I ain't mad at you. Okay, sounds good. I might have to try that little honey with my coffee. I don't know.
I recommend it.
Probably like a richness, like a deeper flavor than just.
It's probably better too.
Yeah. I'm sure your glycemic index and all that good stuff. Yeah. Well, what I got today?
Yeah. Oh.
I got Nature's Viagra here, baby boy. Watermelon juice. Juice. Hey, I'm here to tell you.
Sugar.
Yeah. Watermelon sugar. Hey, I juice and it's early. Yeah, it's early here. I'm on the juice, baby. That's why I get them gains. But it's early here too. And so I'm taking a page out of your book and I'm just going to drink some of this watermelon juice. It's a nice clean energy. And it actually is really super good. And it really is like Nature's Viagra. But people, if you want to start drinking watermelon juice, I'm here to tell you, you have to juice the whole watermelon. Rinds and all. Wow. Yep. Now, I add a little extra step after I juice mine before I jar it. I strain it through a sieve too. Not a cheesecloth. That's, come on now. But I just go through a little sieve just to get some of the pulp out. But I mean, Oh, and I add a little bit of strawberry matcha tea to this too. So I got a little caffeine with it. Yeah, so but this week I stepped it up. Started doing my ginger shots.
Yeah,
little beet juice.
Okay, well, cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, I missed that. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. I can't chug that though because it's ice cold. Yeah, still got some ice in it actually, so I'll be sipping that for a minute.
Why do drinks taste better when they're in a mason jar?
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it feels like home, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll make cold coffee, put it in a mason jar, shake it up. Just hits.
I didn't know you were messing with the cold coffee too. Okay.
Yeah,
You're
I
like
mean, I can't really do it right because I don't have an espresso machine. But
yes. Yeah. No, I think if you rough grind the beans and just like, put them in water and put them in the fridge, the next day you'll be able to. Yeah, you just drink it. It's a rough grind, not a fine.
oh,
grind.
I never did that. Huh.
Yeah, do like a rough grind, stick it in like a mason jar,
Yeah.
and then let them sit overnight. And then the next day you strain them, obviously, and there's your cold coffee. Or if you have a French press, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just put them in your French press and then you press it in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but like I remember when you didn't drink coffee at all. That's crazy. And now here you are.
Because I didn't want it to stop my growth. that's
Yeah.
And then in college, I didn't have money to be spending on getting coffee.
Yeah.
So I just never did it.
And then making coffee on your own is a fraction of the cost. So
yeah.
I just saw this comedian like 2 days ago talking about ordering coffee. And I can't do the jokes, but it was basically like me ordering coffee at Starbucks. What do you want? Coffee. What do you want in it? Cream, 2 Splenda. You don't want nope. I just want coffee. I just want coffee. It's like I'm the weirdo who just wants coffee at Starbucks.
Well, you can't say coffee. You have there's different types. Do you want a latte? Do you want an Americano? Do you?
No, I want just
no,
coffee.
because they don't have. They're using an espresso machine. They don't have a drip thing. So I just want to say coffee.
Well, they should. Well, it's a coffee shop, so they should just be able to pour me coffee.
So no, they're not using the cheap drip machine, which is convenient for the people. They're using the high-end machines.
Well, it sounds a little too high-end if you just can't make me coffee.
No, but then that's the question: is what is coffee?
Coffee is beans and water. That's what coffee is: ground beans and water. So all the other stuff, the other stuff is just flair. I mean, finely ground.
Americano is pretty simple.
It's espresso and water.
Yeah,
that's an Americano. It's espresso and water, which I do get Americanos, but that's a finely ground coffee bean in hot water to make espresso. Then you add more hot water.
That.
What? But
I want Americano.
So ground beans and water is just coffee. Okay, and here's my other hot take, because since you wanted to start it, I shouldn't have to say cold coffee. Coffee's hot, bitches. Coffee's hot, bitches. Coffee is hot. It is natural state. Coffee is hot. Americano is hot. Espresso is hot. So I should not have to say I want a hot coffee. It's they're like, you want that? I say I want a coffee. They're like, hot or cold. And I'm like,
you should say it, because guess what? The person, if you just automatically hit hot, then they're going to get mad that, I wanted that ice. Well that's why they're asking.
No, if you wanted ice, you say ice. If you don't say ice, then you get it hot.
You don't know how customer service works.
I want a milk. Do I got to say chocolate or do I got to say regular?
That's not the same thing.
Why? Why isn't it? Why isn't it?
Because one, you can't even ever order milk.
The natural state of milk is what? White, right?
But a good example would be, I want milk. Do you want 2% whole? That would be an equivalent.
No, and even
comparison.
then, if I say milk, you should say okay and give me whole milk, because that's natural milk.
That's not what
that is natural milk. That is what milk is.
More people drink 2% than whole.
Hey, then you say
so you have to specify what type of milk. Now, if you say if you're comparing, or you want whole when the base is 2%, I understand that difference. That's when you have to ask questions. But what I'm saying is you can't just assume, because in customer service, stop shaking that. People get mad.
I gotta shake it to drink it. Go ahead.
People get mad when you don't give them what they want. So that's why they ask before any confusion happens.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? That gets on my nerves because, like I said, coffee is naturally hot. And I'm sorry, people ordering it are idiots. So now customer service has to compensate for people not knowing different things.
That's all it is.
Well, it just drives me crazy. I'm just saying. Drives me crazy. I'm glad we made it through this week's drink. Jesus.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Coffee. Okay. Moving on.
Moving on.
The results of the poll.
That was
please.
10 minutes in.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we had a debate.
Well, where's your stance, people? What's your stance on coffee? And what is coffee? What is coffee?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's just that I know you have to ask, so you just, prevent the whole situation of this isn't what I wanted.
Well, but I feel like, I don't want to go back and do another round of this, but I just feel like that's the problem with everything, is that we accommodate people's stupidity all the time. And then you lead to situations like this where I'm like, now I'm forced to say,
it literally takes what do you want, that iced or hot? How is that inconvenience?
Because in my head, I'm like, I shouldn't have to answer that question. I shouldn't have to answer that question.
Well, in America, there's a lot of cold served coffee drinks, so you do have to answer that question.
Well, as America has been proving more and more every day, we're kind of a country full of idiots. So, anyways, moving on.
Every week we do a poll on Instagram.
Every week. Can I say something before? Okay. Because this poll is on Dragons, right?
It's ongoing, yeah. It's best movie Dragons, yeah.
I hit the wrong button. Go ahead.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
I
didn't hit the wrong button. I hit the button, then I rethought my answer. And go ahead. So go ahead.
Okay.
So, you already know what my answer was.
So the results are still going. These aren't finalized. If you want to see the final results, go follow us on Instagram and vote. But as of right now, it is Best Movie Dragon, and in last place with 0 votes, Maleficent.
Damn Skippy. Damn Skippy.
Man, no.
I mean,
it's a cool looking dragon.
You know where we went wrong with Maleficent? Is that if it was still old school Sleeping Beauty cartoon, that dragon's a G.
That's what I was talking. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
That's a G, but everybody.
Does she turn into a dragon in the live action?
Yeah, she does. She does.
Remember that movie?
Yeah, that movie, Sleeping Beauty, the original. That movie's the shit.
I like that movie. Yeah,
that movie's dark and So but I think everybody immediately thought of the Angelina Jolie movie, and that's why they weren't like, because she's a G. She is a G in that one, in the cartoon. Yeah, but okay.
Oh, she's in last right now. And then coming in third with 18% is Falcor from The Never Ending Story, which I saw you voted for.
Yes, and I'm not going to. I could backpedal. I kind of want to backpedal. But
I voted for him.
Did you really?
Yeah, just because I felt like no one else would.
I have fond memories of that movie and Falcor, but this was the weird thing. As I kept thinking about it after I voted, I was like, "Yeah, Falcor was cool." I'm like, "But you know who my homie is, man."
I know.
Yeah, so
Falcor just has like the legacy.
And he talks too damn slow.
And he's creepy. He's a bit creepy. You ever watch that movie now?
Yeah, it's
creepy. And second place with 36% is Toothless. How to Train Your Dragon.
Wait, somebody beat Toothless?
Yeah. He did have the lead. It's going neck and neck. It's really close.
Yeah, that's who I wanted to vote for.
Yeah,
that's my dude.
Yeah, that's who I would have voted for if I didn't feel bad for Falcor.
For Falcor. Yeah. Falcor. Yeah.
And then leading the poll right now is with 45% is Mushu from Mulan.
That's mind blowing. I thought he'd have been third. Really? I did. Yeah, I thought he'd been third.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. I guess people just have fond memories of Mulan.
Who are these people?
Our fan base, our listeners on Instagram.
Oh, I actually have to give a shout out to one of our listeners. Your sister brought her friend home, and apparently she is dedicated to the polls.
I do see.
Yeah. She probably just She actually was like, I didn't vote yet because I wasn't sure, and then she ran and voted. And then I guess one of her other friends is dedicated too. So shout out to Alyssa. Congratulations.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Yeah, And thanks for participating in the trivia, because even if you don't know it, it's so fun to try. At least that's how I view it.
Yeah. And the poll is like, just what do you think?
Yeah, that's just your opinion.
Yeah. So thank you guys. But I'm so wow, Mushu.
There's a lot of movie dragons out there. I couldn't fit all 4 of them. Like some missing were Smaug, I thought, from The Hobbit.
He might have won, bud.
No, our listeners don't really appreciate Lord of the Rings all like that. Like there's a niche circle that do, but for like broader terms, every like Lord of the Rings thing that comes up, it's kind of it never wins. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
It never wins. That's from what I've noticed.
Wow.
But he would have got some votes. Other dragons, some Game of Thrones. He could have named. Was it Viserys? Any of them?
Yeah, a name probably won.
You think? Yeah. If they remembered which one that would be.
I'm like, they don't even talk. They don't even talk.
Yeah, they have to at least be sentient. Like Toothless doesn't talk, but he talks.
Yeah, he emotes.
Body
he emotes.
Yeah, he emotes.
Yeah.
Which, did you see the the Epic Universe when they did a little promo with influencers and stuff, like invited them, like a walkthrough?
No.
I've been seeing videos of the How to Train Your Dragon land. And they have a little robot, Toothless, like a animatronic, and he's moving and he's emoting, and you can pet him and stuff.
I can't.
It looks really cool.
I'll freak out.
It looks really cool.
Oh, I might start. I'll do this. I'll do this.
Oh my god!
I've been like, oh, I love How to Train Your Dragon. You know that. I love those movies.
You seen the live action one?
You know it. Hey, me and your mom were in a theater. Whatever we went to see last movie we went to see. Probably was fucking Gladiator 2, whatever. And that trailer came on. And me and your mom were both in the theater like this. And she was like, I will go see that with you, babe. I was like, thank you, babe.
I didn't know she liked it so much.
Yeah, those movies are the truth, but I'm going to be in there, broke down palace, crying like a crazy person. I'll be like, that man's over there crying. So, hey, did I tell you about my latest nemesis? I have a new nemesis.
No.
His name is Jace.
Okay.
He is 8 years old, and
how do you know him?
He is your cousins and your Uncle Chet's neighbor.
Oh my gosh!
And he plays with your cousin Cairo, who is 5. So Jace is 7 or 8, and Jace is the first person to ever call me an old black man. So he is now.
How did this? You're really outing this kid.
Hey, I don't care. The world needs to know. All right, so they were having. Yeah, we were at the cookout, and you know me and little kids.
Yeah.
Hey, man, why don't
this was like last week, right?
Yeah, this was last year, but this is ongoing. This is how it started.
Oh.
I'm like, hey man, hey, why don't you give me a drink? Hey, why don't you grab me a pop? Hey, so Friday they were like, Jace, what's wrong? And he seriously went from across the room, that old black man keeps asking me to get him pop. And I was like, little fucker. I was like, he just called me an old black man. I was done, but I was like, so now when I see him, I'm like, there he is. So I saw him last night. And he was, playing with your cousin. It was time for him to wrap up his toys and go home. And he went to leave. And I was like, Jace. He looked at me. I said, you give me a pop? I couldn't help it. He just laughed. He just laughed. He literally just laughed. I was like, wow.
Is he even like you?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But yeah, I couldn't help it. And so now he's my current nemesis. He replaced Jackson because Jackson was like 6 and he always give me one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Cut you off there.
All right. But anyways, go ahead.
So
yeah,
this episode we have besides Slice of Life, we have some. Honestly, we just have news. This weekend, Sinners, Ryan Coogler, director of Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan. It's a movie. Sinners comes out this weekend. We haven't seen it yet, so we'll be reviewing that next episode. So stay tuned because it has really good reviews. And go check it out. Go support something that's not not some IP. So
yeah, they don't make movies like this anymore.
It's very rare. Like you get like one big one.
Can we talk about the deal, the article I sent you? Like he's currently he's in rare air right now with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like the deal that he got, like he got full creative. He got full creative control over the cut, right? Which never happens. And he gets the rights to the film returned to him after 25 years. That movie is his.
Yeah, I did see that. That was very interesting. Mm-hmm.
You know, the only other person that I can think of in a modern era that's done that is Quentin Tarantino. And
they said that was for Once Upon a Time.
Well, yeah, because they said they said deals like that will ruin the studio system because they make all their money off of their catalog. So if you keep giving creators their rights, they have no catalog then. But I'm like, hey, good for Coog, because he said it's not something he wants to do with every film, but he felt that he needed to do it with this film. Like it was very important to him that this one was actually his, and I dig that. I kind of dig.
That is very interesting, and especially they gave it to him now with the era of streaming, and like you said, like the studios are ready. There is their catalog where they made so much money. So now with streaming, it's like, well, after 25, we don't know what the industry will look like in 25 years. But say streaming is still a thing. Well, he could just pull it off.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to pay him to keep it.
Or you have to pay him. Yeah, that's basically he just created generational wealth for his family.
Yeah,
like by always having that. Yeah,
what follows suit?
Yeah, I mean,
artists.
I mean, that was what one insider said. They were like concerned because, like, now everyone's gonna say, "Well, Coogler got such and such." Coogler did it. They were like, "Well, he has 5 movies and they're all above." Well, no, except for Black Panther 2, they're all above 90%. Black Panther 2 is at 84%. Like he has nothing but hits.
Well, but, not just that, just commercial success. Besides his debut, like they've all made money,
made cake. So he and I thought he was cool. But I've been watching just like did you see his Instagram post just about how he made the film and the difference between film, like between 8mm and 35mm?
I saved it. I want to watch it after I see the movie.
It's just like worth watching. Just the way it's like listening to a dude. Like a dude.
He has a Bay accent.
Yeah, like straight up talk about film, but you're like, wow, he's super knowledgeable about this, but he just sounds like a dude. Like, and it's like really refreshing, that you can tell he's passionate about what he does and he's knowledgeable about what he does, but he also might just, grab you a beer at the barbecue and just sit there and bullshit with you. So it's nice. But so anyway, Sinners.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable. He's doing a very good press run for the movie.
Yeah,
and the fact that a lot of interviews and stuff.
And he went to USC on a football scholarship.
No.
And no, it wasn't USC?
He went to some school on a football scholarship, got hurt. And then he got his master's.
All right.
Maybe I think it was at Chapman.
Was it?
Or Orange? Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't USC.
Wasn't USC? Wasn't? Okay.
Yeah. And he did play football, but it wasn't a D1 school like that.
Okay. But it's just funny the route life takes you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because he was saying he was like dedicated to football, then he got hurt, and he's like, well, I guess it's my time to apply for film school.
Yeah.
So then he did that.
And redirect my passion to that, which is cool. Not a lot of people can do that, But so Sinners, you're gonna go see it tonight.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to your review.
Oh, he got his MFA at USC.
I swear I live in the age of doubt. Just doubt you and your sister doubt me so much I'd be doubting myself. But go ahead.
Well, he didn't play football at USC.
Hey, well, I mean, I was half right. I was half wrong too, but still. So yeah.
I thought it was Chapman for some reason, but cool.
Yep.
So that we'll be reviewing that next week. But into some news. I think the biggest news this week was the official trailer for Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Thoughts on it? They showed a good bit of stuff.
They did. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I hope they don't show any more, but of course they will.
Oh yeah.
I think they're gonna look. I don't have a problem with how the Silver Surfer looked. First of all, let me just say that I think they're going to tweak her a little bit more before the movie comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just was like, I wish her hair was moving. That's literally all I thought is I wish her hair moved.
I wish she was more shiny.
Yeah, yeah. There's that
more
too.
Chrome. I think she looked too metallic. I don't know. She just wasn't shiny enough or chrome enough.
Well, I think they're going to. I think they'll tweak her more.
Yeah.
I never really cared about them changing the gender or anything like that or the sex. I'm interested in seeing if this Silver Surfer is Norrin Radd or if it's Shia LaBeouf. That's actually what I'm interested in seeing because I mean, you know, the mythology. Norrin Radd became Silver Surfer to save his planet and the love of his life, Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, people are wondering which one they're doing.
Yeah, so I'm like, so I just would like to see that because that's still it leaves you the idea that Norrin Radd's out there somewhere. And but I'm okay with
all the hate.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like people when you think about it, like that's not like I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous. Now, I seriously, my very first thought when I saw the trailer was like, man, that Franklin Richards first appearance is about to go up in price. Like, because you saw she was pregnant in the trailer. And I was like, well.
She said it too.
Yeah, I was like, missed out on that one. I was like, because that's going to spike tomorrow.
What
I mean, there's his Annihilus and Franklin appeared in the same issue. Believe it or not, they appeared. Oh, wow. But her pregnancy issue, though, actually should be the one that you would think would go up, but it won't be. It'll be Franklin's first appearance. I can't remember her pregnancy when that happened.
I feel like that was still early.
Yeah. I mean, Franklin's been around for a while.
Yeah.
I want to say she was. Nah, there's no way they had her pregnant once before Franklin.
I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it when Stan Lee was still writing it?
It may have been
when Franklin was born.
It may have been.
He's been around for a minute.
Yeah, he's been around, and his birth was tied into like the Cosmic Rod and all this shit.
Yeah.
But and I love Franklin Richards. I think he's a dope character. But
I'm surprised they're doing it so early.
Well, I'm wondering, I mean, the way the trailer looked, it's like she's pregnant before Galactus shows up.
Yeah.
But I feel like
that's the thing. Yeah, with the trailer, I'm like, wow. So in this movie, we're getting Silver Surfer, pregnant Sue Storm, Galactus.
Yeah, and I still feel like that's not all we're getting because from what it's looking like, Silver Surfer comes as a herald, which is what Silver Surfer comes and let you know like he's coming and eating your planet, and then time passes because she's pregnant when she's not pregnant, and then she's not showing, and then she's showing, but she's not pregnant when Galactus comes. She's pregnant when Silver Surfer comes. Like she's showing when Silver Surfer comes. She's not showing at all in costume when they fight Galactus. So I think there's a time. There has to be time passes. Like she has the baby and everything before Galactus. Yeah, like I mean that's what I took from watching it. I think I only watched it once actually, so I could be wrong with how I saw it, but I'm still excited for it.
She's not like when she's wearing the suit, she's not pregnant.
Yeah, she's not pregnant, and that's when they're fighting Galactus. So I'm like,
supposedly, so clearly, I mean, how they cut it.
Yeah, it could be something. Yeah,
could be an earlier scene.
So,
but yeah, they have a lot to do, and I think this trailer officially confirms any doubt. If you didn't know, it does not take place in the MCU universe that the main MCU takes place in.
Why do you say that?
Because they said,
I mean, I know it.
They said a couple times, like our world.
Yeah, we're the only ones, and we're the only ones that can do this. Yeah,
yeah. So like, and it's like the 60s. So.
Yeah, it's not the 60s, but
it's just current.
That's an Earth that kind of developed differently.
Yeah,
but we'll see. I'm still geeked for it. I can't believe it's like coming.
It comes out when we'll be at Comic-Con.
Wow,
that weekend.
I was just realized, like, in my opinion, I feel like Sinners just launched our summer movies, even though it's April. I feel like this is the summer movies have started now.
I agree.
Because in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks we get Thunderbolts, But
so I have a question with that, with like Fantastic Four in summer movies. Do you think we'll see Doctor Doom in this in any way, shape, or form?
I feel like we almost have to, even if it's like one of those Thanos things at the end of the first Avengers. You know what I mean? But we kind of have to because
the next movie is Doomsday.
Yeah, and literally like Doom is integral. Him and Fantastic Four. This is them. There's no other way around. I don't care what Kevin Feige thinks. I don't care. Like Doom and the Fantastic Four. That's what that is. It's more as Michael Jordan.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah, they go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. So that connection has to be established. You know, this isn't Thor's nemesis. This isn't Cap's. This is literally Reed Richards and his family. This is their bad guy. It's period in the story. So hopefully they don't fuck that up. So I'm super excited for it. I still have high hopes. I think it's going to be really good.
I'm excited too. A little nervous just because I'm so nervous just because they have so much riding on it.
I think the biggest thing is that most people, the Fantastic Four is just such a hard sell. And I feel like word of mouth is going to matter so much. It has to be really good. It has to be good. It can't just be fucking spectacle. It has to actually be good. You know?
Yeah, like Fantastic Four is hard to sell for a general audience.
Right.
Like comic book heads have been waiting for a good Fantastic Four movie since 1961 or whatever.
Yeah, no, straight up.
And but for a general audience, they're not. I guess I should say, like, when I found out Fantastic Four was actually had good comics, I was surprised.
Right.
As opposed to hearing about Spider-Man and X-Men and whatnot, and it's like, oh, wait, Fantastic Four is actually good.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to prove to just a regular audience, like, hey, these people are cool, worth checking out.
Yeah, because they really are. Like I watched this part where they show Reed stretch. I said that looks good. I thought that looks good. Like I think that effect is one of the hardest ones. I really do.
It is because it's the skin. Like your mind automatically thinks that's uncanny.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just hard to do.
Yeah, because them not make it look stiff and make it look bad. It's hard to pull off. I liked how they did the scene. I mean, the scene where Johnny chases the surfer because they did the same. You know, they did the same scene in the last one.
Oh yeah, with Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And I'm like, yeah, he did that, and that's what happened. It's like, so, yeah.
I guess it's just, you know, when Uncle Ben dies in Spider-Man, you have to have
gotta have
Storm chasing
Johnny going too far. Like Johnny, there's no air, Johnny. You know. But on a sidebar, speaking of people who went to space, and space not being as high as we think it is. I just had to talk about Blue Origin for just 1 second. That's all. I just wanted to say, like,
Katy Perry and all that.
Yeah, stuff. All that. Katy Perry and Gail and the backlash they're getting is like comical to me.
It is funny.
But like me and my main man about surgery were talking, we were like, space isn't that high. Like I was like, space is high, but space isn't orbit. Like when people are like, they went to space, they didn't go to like orbit. Like you can there are planes that can go high enough to go to space, and so they went really high up for a lot of money and came back down. And I don't know. Because Cersei said to me.
And why did they do that? Like, what was. I didn't read into it.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, he said, if you pay. He said, if I pay. What's his name? Jeff or Steve? Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
He's like, if I pay Jeff Bezos $10 million to go to outer space, does that make me an astronaut? And I fell off. He said, well, you have to call me an astronaut. I fell off the couch. I was like, oh my God, you're right. I was like they're not astronauts, but I can't.
Yeah, because
like you just went
bring
to
up
space.
A good point because we know how vigorous the training is for an astronaut.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And they definitely did not do that. Katy Perry was exactly the same.
Yes. They weren't even in actual spacesuits. They were like Fantastic Four suits.
They were. So they were, like you said, obviously they were very, very high up.
Very high up. But
Yeah,
space, the technical where space starts technically is not as high as where people think. Like, and that's where they went to, like, the technical beginning of space. They were not like in orbit. They did not break free of gravity. Like, because
they were floating. They were like floating.
Were they floating?
Yeah, because there's a video.
Was that when they were up and coming down?
I don't know. There's like a video because Katy Perry had a daisy to commemorate her daughter. So people are like, oh, but her daughter's still alive. She was watching her.
But yeah, like she's. But I see.
Yeah, she's like was floating with a flower, and like, what are you doing?
Hey, if I'm wrong, someone tell me. Yeah, performing. I mean, it's just crazy to me. It's just the whole thing's crazy to me. It's just crazy. I can't even say anything else about it. I just know because we were talking and I said, yeah, in outer space, there's radiation and there's freezing cold and there's like a lot of things there's a reason why there's teeny tiny windows in spaceships. Like there's all these things that weren't a factor on this flight. So unless they were trying to make the Fantastic Four, like that's the Fantastic Four. That's how they got their powers. You know, they just went up there like, hey, check us out. But maybe that's what Bezos is trying to just keep sending people up, see if they come back with superpowers. But anyways,
so in those sci-fi movies, when they take a huge ship to colonize, do they actually have to go in orbit, like in the Milky Way, or can they just float above like the Earth's atmosphere?
Wait, what?
Like an example, WALL-E.
Yeah. Why would they travel around? They could just like be up there just chilling,
and then like
come back down.
They need some cattle. Yeah, they need some water.
Yeah, they didn't really have to go anywhere, huh? They could have just orbited
floated
indefinitely.
Like a giant blimp.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, it's been 200 years. The Earth is cool. Let's come back down now. That'd have been more efficient. Yeah. You just broke WALL-E, bud.
I'm giving them ideas for what to do in 100 years.
Yeah. I mean, it's all madness. It's all just madness.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, go see Fantastic Four, people. Yeah. It's going to be great.
Yeah, with keeping up with the MCU, do you think like Thunderbolts obviously comes out in 2 weeks, and then after that's Fantastic Four? Do you think they're gonna show or hint, or how crucial do you think Thunderbolts will be for Doomsday? Do you think it's gonna be like a Captain Marvel situation where that movie made $1 billion because it was riding off the coattails of Infinity War, and they had a cliff note at the end of Infinity War, like, go see Captain Marvel. It's important. But
you're not wrong, but you referenced the fact that Captain Marvel made $1 billion all the time. Because I'm always like, I forget it until I'm like, damn, that movie didn't. That movie was so mid.
It was very mid.
It was so mid.
Isn't it crazy? That movie made $1 billion, and its sequel is the lowest grossing Marvel movie ever.
Yeah. They were like,
fool me. That math does not math. That is insane. If you're like an analyst, that makes no sense. You're like, what? They just defied all odds.
But it's straight up fool me once, shame on me.
Yes.
Or fool me once, shame. You know what I mean?
Fool me once, shame.
Can't fool me again.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened with Captain Marvel. People were like, they got me. They ain't gonna get me again. Yeah. So yeah. Oh man. So yeah. I really don't. Look, I'm gonna say this about Thunderbolts. I hope they don't get me because I want to see that movie now. At this point, they actually have me wanting to see that movie. Like,
I agree. Yeah.
I feel like there's a mood to it. Like they're doing the thing, the whole redemption thing, they're definitely, the odds are against them. They're basically, if you haven't figured it out, people, they're basically fighting a Superman level character, and the best they got is a guy with a robot arm. So, like straight up. So. I mean, and I watched the latest trailer. It was fine. I mean, I didn't need it, but it was fine. And I want to see this movie. The way they're pushing it, like it might actually have like a strong story and things are going to happen.
Yeah, they're really pushing it. Yeah. So it's like, is it just a good movie or is it important to the next saga?
I mean, I don't know. And I'm thinking, well, what would it wrap up? I'm like, nothing. Like, there's nothing to wrap
It's been
up.
all sporadic.
Yeah. I mean, unless the Sentry. I mean, and sorry, people. Spoiler: that bad guy's name is the Sentry. Well, it's the Void, but whatever. So,
People
I
know.
just,
Everybody, people
yeah.
know. They
So
said it.
I'm like, unless they want him to be important to the next phase, because otherwise, I don't see how that movie would matter. I don't see how it could matter.
Yeah.
unless he's going to be important for what's coming next. And speaking from a comic point of view,
Or do we get Doomsday in this movie?
But what is up with you and Doomsday today?
Dr.
What
Doom.
is up with man? You're like really wanting a taste of Doom. What's up, man?
I'm just curious, just like why they made this movie in the first place.
Damn, you're gonna make me say Mephisto. Calm you down.
I'm telling you, there has to be something. Because who wanted a Thunderbolts movie? And this is their big summer movie. It comes out in May. So something. They are putting something in this to make people see it. And don't just say it's going to be a good movie, because this is characters no one cares about.
I know.
So they have to have something happen in this. And not just Sentry, because no one knows Sentry.
But when they showed the Ghost use her powers twice in the new trailer, I said, oh shit, I forgot. Like, I was like, yeah, she is in this shit. The Ghost from Ant-Man, Ant-Man and Wasp too, remember? Like,
yeah.
I haven't seen her.
Yeah, I haven't seen her since that movie.
Yeah.
Also, with the chair event that they did with the casting of Doomsday,
the
first people they announced in it were the people in Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. That's pretty important.
You're right. So they have to tie
because it's the most recent things coming out.
Was Bob one of them?
I can't remember. I know, like, Agent. What's his name? The Captain America. U.S. Agent was in there.
The Kurt Russell guy. And Goldie Hawn's son.
Yeah. Like, it was the cast of Thunderbolts.
Yeah, Thunderbolts.
Fantastic Four. And then it went into everyone else.
Did we even talk about the chair thing?
We did.
Yeah, okay. I just,
We talked about, like, who was missing and stuff.
Yeah, who was missing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but hey, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to go see Thunderbolts and have a legitimate holy shit? Like a holy shit? Like, holy shit? Like, that would be dope. Like, this matters, and all of a sudden we would care again. Like, really care.
That would feel nice, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm tired of people asking about Captain America. I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of just, like, not knowing now or I shouldn't say not knowing, just when a new one comes out, you're like, well, I guess I'll see it. Just that feeling.
Well, and what is weird, because we've talked about it, they did it to themselves, because we used to go see the Marvel movies because we wanted to see them. But they immediately started trying to tie them together loosely. But we were just wanting to see them, and I forget.
Over saturation.
Yeah, you're real big on the oversaturation. I'm real big on them.
They did it,
but I feel like they made us. It was mid, but they made us want it to all connect. Whereas the first, I don't know at what point that it shifted, but once it shifted, that became like I think actually, Ant-Man and Wasp was the first time that I felt the whole. No, for me personally, that was the first time I felt like I went to see a movie just to see how it connected with everything else. Because I remember me and Ryan went to see it, and we came out and we were like, well, it wasn't bad, but I kind of feel like I could have waited for like DVD for this one. And then they made us look stupid when Infinity War came out, and we were like, oh, never mind. It mattered too. But that was the first one where I really didn't feel a connection to the other ones, and that's what I wanted. Whereas before, I wanted a movie, and then they were connected. See what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
That is true. No, that would be the first one where it was like, you have to see this.
Because it was
connects. But the other ones had like moments where it's like, oh, this is all relates to one another.
Yeah. So, and ever since then, that's what we keep tuning in for, is the overarching story. Instead of the story we're watching.
Yeah, but they really started that overarching story after Avengers with
Yeah, that's when it became blatant.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which specifically, because it wasn't Iron Man 3, and it wasn't Thor 2.
No,
and it honestly wasn't Winter Soldier either.
So
maybe Guardians, because it had the Power Stone, but Guardians had its own story going on. You're just like, oh, the Power Stone. That's a stone. That's a stone for the Infinity Gauntlet. I think that's when it started. So it's like, you're trying to see, how's each one relate to the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah, and that was when it became. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I'm thinking.
That's my personal.
But it was, but we agree that it went from like, I'm cool with watching this movie because I want to watch this movie to now I want to continue this story. It was basically like, wow. It was basically like how they used to get us to buy those stupid crossovers back in the day in the comic books. Like they'd be like, you got to buy every tie-in if you want to watch the main crossover movie.
Yeah.
And then as you got older, you were like, I don't need to buy all these books. I can just read the 4-issue miniseries. But it took a while to get to that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though, you know what's funny? Never mind. I'm not going to go crazy on comics today. It was about Secret Wars, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Which is what they're doing.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Still no Mephisto.
Does he need to be in it? Is he in Secret Wars?
No, he does not need to be in it.
Oh, come on.
Give me
Mephisto, please.
Give it to me. Hey, they've been talking about Mephisto since Vision Quest. They saw Red Smoke.
Since WandaVision.
Yeah, they were like,
we did.
They're like, you see that Red Smoke?
Thinking, why are we caring? Like,
yeah, you see that Red Smoke?
Yeah.
Did you see that background at the church? That was Mephisto.
That's Stork. That's Stork.
That's Stork.
That was Mephisto.
People were like, that was Mephisto. I was like, it was a stork. Like,
yeah.
I never knew people wanted Mephisto that bad. Meanwhile, Mephisto was actually supposed to be in Infinity Gauntlet. You know that, right? Like, you've read Infinity Gauntlet. He's a huge part of that story.
Oh, yeah,
the irony of Mephisto, and then we'll get off of him, is that with what happened in Agatha all along, Mephisto should show up now. Like, with the introduction of Death as a character, Mephisto should be right around the corner. You know. But and actually, you know who Franklin Richards' babysitter was? Yeah,
Agatha.
Yeah, so it could all tie together. What if it all ends up tying together and we're sitting here like, oh, Kev,
okay.
You got me, Kev.
No, because that's like okay, you gave me this end result, but getting there sucked.
Hey, what if it does? What if like all of a sudden there's all these red strings and they all point to like this one point? We're like, what just happened?
Okay, cool. You could have executed that better.
That'll be you. I'll be like, Kev's like he's a genius. Don't never doubt.
Yeah, I know. I'll be like, no, because I'll be
like, nope. I'll be like, looking back now though, it ain't trash. That's how it'll be. It'll like now it looks perfect. That'll be the whole conversation. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, who am I to doubt Marvel?
Hey, I'm like, who am I?
That for the last 2. I'm so
glad. I said that for 12 years out of their 10. For 12 years out of the first 15, I said that, and then I had to stop saying it. But for 12 years, for 10 of those 12, I wasn't wrong.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point where you could not doubt what Marvel was doing.
The straw that broke the camel's back was Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder hurt my heart. Yeah. It hurt my heart. That was like a slam dunk. That movie's going to be dope. No worries. And then it was trash. I was like, you purposely made a bad Thor movie. Like all you had to do was do what you just did. I was like, they gave you more money and all the same people. How do you mess this up? Like, that was so crazy. Like, I actually think they looked away because they figured, he got it. Like, he just did this. I
don't think he cared.
So he really just sabotaged that movie. That movie should have been so good, and it was so bad. I'm like, poor Jay. What's his name? What's my man's name?
Christian Bale.
Poor Christian Bale, man. That guy
got paycheck. Paycheck.
Hey, but he got skinny. You know,
he did that for his son. He looked for his son to watch the movie. That's that's the only reason why he took that role.
Hey, that dude showed up, and you know, Taika was like, "Did they not tell him? They tell him we're just throwing this one in, right?" And
did they tell him we're doing PP fart joke?
Yeah. Like he's over there in full method, like with like black shit coming out of his mouth.
He's eating a cattle.
Yeah. He's a butcher. Yeah. And we're over here making jokes. Yeah. Like he was in a different movie, but yeah. Oh, poor Christian Bale. The God Butcher. Such a wasted character.
Didn't even butcher God in that.
I know.
He didn't. He didn't kill one God.
He didn't. No, he killed that God in the beginning to get the sword. Yeah,
Did he
got the,
actually kill it?
yeah, that's how he killed him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He killed
Yeah.
one god.
He killed one god. Yeah, and became
Never
the
heard
god.
of him killing other gods.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah,
moving on.
and then poor Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe was like Zeus. That was so bad. That movie's so bad.
It's very
Anyways,
bad.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. It's so bad. It's so bad. But rumor has it, staying on Marvel, rumor has it
Well, yeah.
that Vision Quest, the long-awaited sequel to WandaVision,
Yeah.
starring the Vision, has started filming in Scotland. Rumor has it.
Yeah.
And also that James Spader.
Oh, James Spader.
James Spader has returned as Ultron. Now, I've also heard rumor that both Ultron and Vision will be appearing partially in human form, which I thought was interesting because Ultron doesn't have a human form.
No.
So I was like, that's interesting. And Vision was, per the movie, the body that Ultron was making for himself. And then, yeah, so I'm like, that's very curious how, that's going to work. But that's just a rumor. We don't even know if it's actually filming or not. Like,
because if you're listening, you probably thought Vision Quest. And forgot all about that because that was 4 years ago now.
That was during COVID. That was during COVID.
Yes. Yeah. WandaVision was 4 years ago, and they just have not mentioned.
Hey, White Vision flew away and
have not mentioned him.
Yeah. Haven't mentioned him. Yeah.
And I joked with you over text that they're only making the show again because Kevin Feige saw the concept art with White Vision and Star-Lord for Doomsday, that concept art.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, oh, crap.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Man. I forgot.
It was like,
okay.
He's like,
the show.
He was like, okay. They're like, where's Peter Quill? And he's like, oh, Star-Lord? Yeah, he's still at his granddad's house. So he's like, okay, cool. And Vision, they're like, you said to put a pin in that. He's like,
yeah.
When? He was like, they were like 2021. He's like, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. If they bring back Ultron, cool. I want to see what they do.
Yeah. There are no strings on me.
Yeah, that was a good villain. Underrated, I should say.
Yeah, underrated. I mean, upon
misinterpreted. Misinterpreted villain.
I feel like that's a example of, what is it, subverting your expectations? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Because I told you, upon second watch, I enjoyed that movie more than I enjoyed it the first time I watched it.
Me too.
Once I was
honestly, the more I watch it, I'm like, oh, this is pretty solid.
Yeah. The the parts that nothing doesn't work. I mean, there actually, there's parts of that movie that they had to cut because of budget, which is, it's Avengers.
And it had like a 300.
Yeah, I'm like
300 or 350.
Yeah,
it is expensive.
I'm like, it's Avengers 2, and you were like, no, we don't have money for that. I was like, the last one made $1 billion. I was like,
broke records.
Yeah, I'm like, you didn't give them enough money. You told them they had to cut stuff. I'm like, that's unheard of. But whatever.
Also, that one did have some scenes that they had to force to tie into like Thor and everything. Or like the Infinity stuff. You remember?
Well, but those are the scenes where they said they didn't get to expand upon that. They weren't able to, and they were supposed to.
So they forced them to put them in, and then they couldn't expand upon
and then they couldn't expand on them. Like, that's why I was like, what happened? That's why I was like, where'd Thor go? And we were supposed to see more of where Thor went and what he was doing, and they had to cut it. They may have filmed them and cut it for time, maybe.
I think they definitely did cut it.
Yeah,
so. I know they definitely cut some stuff,
But yeah, that was a big part of where'd he go. Because remember, he just like left and came back with a stone. Like, here. Yeah. They were like, what?
Yeah, he went in like a bathtub, a natural hot spring.
Yeah.
Started shooting lightning. Yeah.
I'm like, it's crazy how these immortals just knew Earth was the shit for so long.
But never lived there.
Yeah, but never lived there. They're like, man, this planet got it going on. Everything's here. They got this vibranium stuff. They got infinity stones. I'm like, these things are unique to the universe. There's only like 6 of them, or 7. 6. 6, yeah.
It was like 6.
I was like, and like 3 of them are on Earth. I'm like,
and then they have the audacity to be like, man, humans are pathetic.
Yeah,
let's kill them all. And I'm like,
let's kill them all.
This does not add up.
Yeah, this doesn't. Like, maybe they were just gaslighting
Earth, and then they really do. They really do.
They were like, we don't want these humans to realize.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
So other
So, yeah.
news.
Other news.
Star Wars has like a whole convention going on.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
had a whole press thing. I don't even know what it was for because May the 4th is coming up.
Yeah, but
So I don't know what this was.
I forget what this was called too. But I mean, they had some big announcements. So
they did.
Yeah.
They announced Star Wars Starfighter. It is coming out in May 2027.
Indeed.
It's coming out in May 2027. It takes place several years after the rise of Skywalker.
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's directed by Sean Levy, who did just a Deadpool and Wolverine and some other stuff.
Okay.
And stars Ryan Gosling.
Yep.
That was like the big announcement.
Yep.
Now there's a whole bunch of memes being like, what do you do? I drive. And it's just him driving a TIE Fighter.
Don't start, because I love that movie.
I know. People love that movie. Yeah.
I love Drive. I do. I love. And I called it Driver. I called it Driver for like a year. I'm like, did you see Driver? It's called Drive.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So that was like to me the biggest news of this. Because it's supposed to start, since it takes place like after Rise of Skywalker. I think this is like the first thing we see of them acknowledging that
it happened.
That trilogy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mentioned it because clearly he's a new character. I think that's the biggest news, is that he's playing a new character.
Yeah, and they said it's gonna be all new original characters too.
So yeah, we'll see. I mean, they're taking a big chance, but I mean, they need to give me some Star Wars, but I'm mad that it's not some Jedi shit.
They've given us Star Wars every year.
Well, when was the last Star Wars movie?
True, 2019 with Rise of Skywalker.
So yeah, we're due for a movie.
Really, I honestly, I would rather them have us wait and then give us a trilogy.
Oh, not even like a little filler, like a little movie about a starfighter.
I would rather want it. I feel like I just remember the hype for for Force Awakens, and that was 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. I just remember how hype everyone was, and like how special it felt. And then since then, they've just given us so much Star Wars. And we haven't had a break or time to let anticipation build.
I can't even argue with you, because I remember that feeling.
Yeah, it was great, and I'm sure I wasn't alive. But for Phantom Menace, it was probably even bigger because I was 15 years after Return of the Jedi.
Phantom Menace was big. I saw it twice the first day. It was big. Yeah. But, I mean, it was big. It was hype.
And adjusted for inflation, it's the second highest grossing Star Wars movie.
But, what's the first one? Still
New Hope. Yeah.
But there was something different with Force Awakens, I think, just because of the internet, the way media is now. It was, like, I mean, that was at a time where I still wasn't buying tickets in advance. Like, I was out there trying to get a ticket for Phantom Menace the first day, like, get a ticket that day, like that type. And I did. Like, your cousin called me and said she had a ticket. I said, cool, I'm coming. And then I got home. I was so hyped. I called my homie and your Uncle Jason when he just want to try to see Star Wars. And we went up to the theater up here. And they were like, yeah, we're not sold out. Whereas with, Phantom Menace, it was like, not Phantom Menace, Force Awakens, we get to get these tickets. It was like, if we don't get these tickets, we ain't going to get to go. So, but yeah, it was still, either way, there was definitely an energy to it. So I get what you're saying. Like, I've never felt with any other movie ever. Like, yeah.
And since then, they've given us more movies and more shows. And we're getting the Grogu and Mandalorian movie next year. And then the next year after that is the Starfighter movie we're talking about.
So wait, what? Oh, never mind. We still don't know what the point of Grogu and Mandalorian even is.
I don't know, but they're giving us a movie next year.
and Sigourney Weaver's in it, and I'm supposed to care for some reason. I don't know why I'm supposed to care. I'm like, okay.
I feel like any sci-fi movie, they throw her in to be like,
no, it's legit. It's legit.
She's the Jamie Lee Curtis of sci-fi.
Oh my gosh! You should actually like tweet that to her, or like say, you know what? You should put this on she should put that on a t-shirt. I'm the Jamie Lee Curtis of sci-fi. That would be a cool T-shirt.
Maybe, yeah, or maybe the Scream. We got to make a name equivalent to Scream Queen.
Is there a sci-fi equivalent?
We have to make a term that rhymes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it catches on. But yeah, they literally just threw her in to be like, whoa.
It's legit now.
Weaver.
Yeah, Captain Ripley. Yeah, here she comes. Man.
Well, whatever. That movie's coming out. That's coming. We'll see. Sean Levy, I'm like hit or miss with him. You know his filmography?
No, I don't. I know Deadpool Wolverine or Wolverine Deadpool.
Which was, we had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I like that movie. Yeah, I liked it.
But then, like, he started, like, his big movies before that, Cheaper by the Dozen.
Shut up. Saw that in theater.
Oh, yeah. He did Big Fat Liar.
Saw that, too. Not in theaters, though. I like watch that with... Yeah, Big Fat Liar. I like that, too.
Yeah. The Pink Panther, Night of the Museums. He did all three of them.
See, I seen that. Seen that, too.
Yeah. And then he did... He's been on Stranger Things for multiple episodes since season 1.
Really?
Cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. And then he did Free Guy.
Oh,
the Adam Project. Both of those have
with Ryan Reynolds.
And then he did Deadpool Wolverine. Now he has a Star Wars movie.
I wanted
Free Guy and Adam Project, I heard just
I wanted to see Free Guy. Adam Project, I was like,
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, it was a Netflix original, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So do you think Ryan Gosling's in this because they couldn't put Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, because he can take his shirt off and have abs.
No, I'm saying because Ryan Reynolds he's in some deep waters right now.
Oh, you know what? Wow. That'll come out like in a year. That Ryan Reynolds is supposed to be in it, and then he for whatever unspecified reason
had to pull out.
He pulled out. Yeah, you're probably right. Now that you're saying it like that,
I mean, he's worked on him for the past.
They were like, so Sean.
I'm guessing he's the one who gave Sean Levy the Deadpool Wolverine job.
Yeah, well, you figure he probably was there. Probably. So Sean, who were you thinking for this new Star Wars movie? And he was like Ryan, and they went, Ryan who? He was like. Gosling, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, I could see that. He was in that movie Driver." So yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. Oh man.
Some other Star Wars stuff they announced. We're getting Ahsoka season 2. They didn't say when exactly, but I just found this out. Rory McCann, the Hound in Game of Thrones, he's replacing Ray Stevenson's character.
Yes. Rest in peace.
Baylan Skoll, yeah.
He
I like that.
I think he can pull it off. He can definitely do the brooding part of it, the intimidating part of it, the acting part of it, the physicality of it. I'm still gonna miss Ray Stevenson. I ain't gonna lie.
He was so good.
He was so good. Like he made me feel there's something.
Mm-hmm.
He did. But I think the Hound will do it justice. I do.
Yeah,
I do. Have you seen the fake rap party pictures from Game of Thrones that are on Instagram?
No,
they're hilarious. They're just hilarious. I'm gonna send them to you.
Rap? Yeah, are they like AI
they're AI, but they can't possibly be real. But they're hilarious. Like it looks like they escalate as you're scrolling through to the point where oh yeah, these are fake, but they're still funny. They're just so funny. But there's one of him and I think Arya, which makes you think it's real. But then there's one of Khaleesi with the dragon. The trilogy, this is fake, but it's funny.
Oh my god!
But anyways, I'll find out they're real and be like, that was actually real. But but they're funny. But I think he'll be good.
Yeah.
And you saw that they announced Hayden Christensen will be back for Ahsoka season 2.
Oh, Oh, cool. Oh yeah, he was in season 1.
Yeah, I just love how being Anakin is now paying dividends for him.
Yeah,
I do. I'm like, man, that kid had it rough for a decade, and now everybody's
his career or his passion.
Yeah, his passion. It killed his passion.
Yeah,
and now he's happy to be back. He got all teary eyed at the one thing, and I was like, yeah, man, he went through hate because the fans are a bunch of haters, and they didn't realize how good they had it. They're just like, oh, he's back. Thank you, Lord. Just come back and just be emotional. He's like, I can do that.
Funny enough, episode 3 is having its 20th anniversary on this upcoming week. I'm going to see it in theaters, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we saw that one together.
I remember. I fell asleep, but
so did your sister. But
she was like one.
No, I don't. Was she even one?
She was. It came out. Yeah.
Was she one? I thought she was months old then.
No, it came out 2005.
Okay, so yeah, she was a year. And, yeah. I remember she slept till the very end, and I spent the last 10 minutes standing up there at the bottom of the thing, like bouncing her, watching the movie. Yep. There was no one else in the theater, people. I planned it.
Oh, really?
Way. Yeah, I went. I think we went on like a random day, and it was early. It was a matinee.
I fell asleep for like the middle of it, but I'm excited to see it. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun seeing the memes and everything. Saying the memes.
Yeah. That's cool. That'll be cool.
Sold out quick.
Man, I'm sure we're nostalgia. It's just nostalgia like feeds us, bud. You know.
Yeah, nostalgia is a powerful drug.
It is.
Nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
Hell of a drug. Yeah. If you want to stay on the sci-fi tip, Godzilla -1 is getting a sequel. I don't think we ever got a chance to discuss Godzilla -1.
No, I've actually never seen it. I know the love for it.
I watched it when I went to MegaCon with your uncles.
Yeah,
I watched it one night in the hotel, and I'm here to tell you, it lives up to the hype. It is a really good movie that has some Godzilla in it. Like, no, seriously, like it's good. Like I was like, this is crazy. You know, I watched it dubbed, but if I had to do it over again, I'd watch it subbed. I'm straight up.
Yeah, watch that sub.
Yeah, I was watching it dubbed because I was watching it with your uncle. So I watched it dubbed. But if I was watching it again, I'd watch it subbed. But it's good. It lives up to the hype. I mean, there is a lot of story to it. Like not like a lot of story like this, like not like Godzilla Kong. This is a movie and a half. No, it's just like it. There's a strong,
deep.
Yeah. There's deep story to it. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the sequel. I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, that won an Oscar.
Yeah, it's
visual effects, and it had like a team of 12.
Right. Well, I mean, you can tell that it's lower budget, but not in a bad way, and they take it back to the whole original allegory about what Godzilla represented. You know what I mean? And when I tell you Godzilla's a motherfucker in this one, he's a motherfucker, but he is not to be played with. It ain't just like, oh, I'm gonna come down and kick over the Empire State Building. No, he's just a problem. Like it's like this guy's a problem, like for real. Like so yeah. So I enjoyed it. I recommend it. You know, I definitely recommend it. My man Cody at work kept hounding me to watch it, and I finally did. I was like, "You was right, dog. You was right."
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Yeah. So that's coming. Also on what else is coming? A24, your favorite studio. They don't put out any trash. Has it not? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. All right.
They've been lacking.
They've been slacking lately.
Some of them, yeah. You're like, okay.
Yeah, can't hit them all at the park.
No.
Can't light the guitar on fire every night. But they announced Bloodsport reboot. And for those of you who don't know, Bloodsport is that late 80s, early 90s cinema classic masterpiece, whatever you want to call it, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme as Frank Dukes, the martial arts master, loosely based on a true story, the first one to fight in the Kumite. Like it's like this dude's story.
I know the poster.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, Bloodsport. Now, if any of this guy's story is true, I don't know because it has since been.
What isn't it? A tournament to the death?
It's not to the death, but it was it was mixed martial arts, as in like different styles of martial arts.
Okay.
There were like no rules, and it was underground. And he reportedly recorded like the fastest knockout ever, and all this shit. And now everybody's like he was lying. Everybody's like it's all a lie. Like it's all a lie. So we don't know if it is or if it isn't. But
sounds like a lie.
But he was in the military. He was special forces. He's all this. We don't know. But I'll say this much: it was cool. Like 90s, like quiche, just Hey, I remember being like junior high talking about Bloodsport. Talking about Jean-Claude Van Damme like he really knew how to fight. Like, you see that split he does? I mean, who else can do that? Dancers.
Yeah.
Dancers do that all the time. And clearly that's what he was. So, but we didn't know that. Yeah. So once upon a time, we thought Jean-Claude Van Damme could really fight. So there's that. But
his character in that movie versus
Steven Seagal.
Patrick Swayze's character
Roadhouse. Woo, man, that's a toughie
it.
because Patrick Swayze ripped that guy's throat out, bud. I mean, he had one move, and that was it. He could claw your throat out. So I don't know. I still think Bloodsport gets him unless he catches him.
Okay.
You know, he reaches back all dramatic, and he comes over and rips it out, breaks down in tears. Oh, it was amazing. I remember when people hadn't seen Roadhouse, bud, and I had to introduce them to that movie, and it blew their minds. And now I'm like, no wonder we were all a hot mess, watching bad movies like they were good. It was just like watching bad movies.
Over the top.
Over the top. Oh, you mean the movie or just they were over the top?
The movie.
Oh yeah. I've watched friends arm wrestle, and one of the rules would be you can't do over the top. Like that was the real thing. Like you're not allowed to do this. Because it is. That's like when you put your little brother in wrestling moves. They don't really work. But it looks like it works. It looks like it works. But anyways. Yeah, so go see the Bloodsport.
I'm so surprised A24 is making that movie.
I mean, wasn't April Fool's, so I'm guessing it's true. True. So, yeah.
I'll check it out because it's them.
I had some April Fool's trivia, but I'm gonna spare you. But I will tell you, if you get bored, look up the origin of the term April Fool. Okay. So, yeah.
I will look that up. Especially since it's April 18th or 19th.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just remembered just now. But,
I will look it up though.
Sorry. Jeez. Do you want to discuss the Him trailer?
Yeah. I want to tell people what it is. Him.
All right, no.
Him, the movie.
Yeah, well, do you people? First, you need to be familiar with the term "him." Tell them what it is.
When you simply say, "I'm him," or like more passionately. If someone says, "I'm him," or "Man, he's him," that means that he's the man. He's MVP. He's the GOAT. Yeah. Yes. Like when Deion Sanders was talking. And remember, because I sent it to you and your sister, and he's like, "I've been him," and I was like, "That's a true statement." Like he was you're the man. Like so, Jordan Peele's new movie that he's producing is called Him, and it's about a young quarterback who basically wants to be him, and he's being mentored by an older quarterback played by Marlon Wayans. Yeah, and there's a lot of It's a horror movie. It's a horror psychological movie. Horror. So in the trailer, he keeps talking about sacrifice. So I think there's going to be a lot of symbolism in regards to sacrifice, in regards to wearing different masks. Like your public mask, your public persona, your private persona. There's going to be a lot of stuff like that. I think. I'm disappointed that Jordan Peele's not directing it. But and he didn't write it. But no, he's literally just giving him the money. Yeah, so it's a marketing tactic. But I feel like it's something that he vibes with. That's why he's doing it. So I just hope it's not too on the nose. You know what I mean? I was digging the trailer, but there was definitely a lot of sacrifice. I get it. But it looks good. I think it looks good. It should be. I hope it's good. Marlon Wayans looks really good in it. You want to talk about good black? That dude, he ain't aged since 1997, straight up. Yeah, I feel like they put some gray in his hair, like the makeup just to make it. They were like, dude, you're 55 years old, but you look 23. We got to do something, man. But he, I'm glad to see, good. And I'm glad to see him playing this type of role because he has chops, and he's been on the cusp 3 times to be out there, kind of like how Jim Carrey had his dramatic moment
you know, where you could see that he could act. Marlon's had those moments. He's been right there, then it just didn't happen. So I'm really hoping he just knocks this one out the fucking park. I hope he fucking really.
We'll see.
But
He's been having like a renaissance lately.
Well,
just like
I
with
think,
his press and stuff, and people giving him recognition for what him and his family have done.
Well, I mean, yeah, because it's kind of like right there, like all the stuff that they've done and the stuff that they've dealt with, and the doors that they opened. Like when you look back now, you're like, holy shit, they had their hands in so much stuff.
Yeah,
and then the only one who's ever really given them credit this whole time was Jim Carrey. So he's been like, without them, I wouldn't be here. So, but yeah. So I hope it does really well. I do. And the light skinned brother from Atlanta, he's playing the main character. I forget his name. Is it Tyreek? Is it Tyreek?
I don't know his name at all, but he is in an episode of Atlanta. It was a pretty good episode. Hopefully he does well. We'll see. I think it will get more buzz as it gets closer.
I had a feeling though that as if it does do well, he very well might be him when this is over. Because that's a pretty mug right there. I said, that dude's real pretty.
Yeah, they casted him for a reason.
Yeah. His name's Tyreek Withers. The last bit of news I have is about Netflix Avatar. That's all. The series that I forgot existed.
Me too. Yeah. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched like one episode. And season 2 is coming.
Okay.
And they've cast they've cast Toph Beifong, many people's favorite character.
It's a big one.
They said she's going to be slightly more feminine than the animated show. And I was like, I read that and I just like, that's going to go over real well.
Yeah,
like I was like, why would you say that?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Like Toph's whole thing is that she's disheveled and doesn't give a shit about how she looks, and like she, you know, she's Toph. Like putting her.
Yeah, I feel like that's more empowering too.
Yeah, her just being like, I'm the greatest earthbender the world's ever seen, and I don't care about how I look, and don't put me in a dress and put makeup on my face. And guess what? I still like boys, even though I don't do all the things that girls traditionally do. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, with that show, I heard complaints with season 1. They changed like Katara's character to like just like her, I guess, just the core of her character. And she was kind of just bland.
Which seems so strange to me because weren't the original creators involved? Like, I thought that's
they dropped out. They dropped out. They were involved and they dropped out. And they changed Suki's character too, and they changed Sokka's character. I remember hearing stuff like,
that's right.
They're like, oh, we took out Sokka's like
snarkiness,
and people are like, whoa,
he wasn't.
He was misogynistic at first, and then he learned and had growth. And was proven wrong. Which changed his character, and also teaches little kids watching the show. Life lessons.
Life lesson. What? We've complained
so
about this.
I'm not surprised doing that, and I'm not gonna watch it. The fact that it's taking them 2 years, actually, it won't come out till 3 years. And they have a whole nother season. So
they're that Netflix math was math, and they're probably like, how are we going to what are we going to do? They're like, it did well enough to deserve a sequel, but it didn't do well enough to be Avatar. So you know what I mean? Like. They're like, here we are. But Netflix has been struggling. Like, you know that, remember the movie, The Old Guard that they did with Charlize Theron? That sequel was supposed to come out like 2 years ago, and it still hasn't come out. And it was good. It was good. I watched it on a humbug. Was like, yo, this is good. It's based on a comic, and it was good.
Okay.
What's that? Beale Street? What's that movie called?
If Beale Street Can Talk?
Yeah.
That wasn't Netflix.
The main girl from that was in Old Guard.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, so, so we'll see what happens with Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2 on Netflix.
Yeah, good luck to him.
Yeah, good luck to you, because there's a new season coming out on Paramount Plus, or is there a movie coming? There's a few more Avatar properties coming, so.
Like actual cartoons, it's going to be a movie first. No, it's going to be that show.
And then there's going to be a movie with the like adult ears and young adult ears of the original crew.
Yeah, supposedly, that's what they said.
So I finished up watching Daredevil, Born Again. Marvel saved the best for last.
Really, the best episode?
Oh yeah, Oh yeah. Spoilers. Didn't know how much I liked the Punisher till that episode. I was having a bit
John
of a
Bernthal or
John Bernthal's Punisher.
Okay.
John Bernthal's Punisher. And I said to my main man Matt Sergi, I said, I've come to the conclusion that John Bernthal is an actor that I love it when he shows up, but I won't watch a damn thing he's in on his own. I was like, I would never watch the John Bernthal anything, but when he's a character on the show, like a guest appearance or a cameo,
he's good supporting.
Oh, he kills it. I'm so happy to see him. Like his Frank Castle was so kind of fucking perfect that I was like, wow. And I was like, to the point where I started telling your mom, do you know why he's saying that? Do you know why he does that? Like, I was like, this, and this, like this. And I was just like, he was do stuff and I would just like laugh. Like, I'd be like, fucking Punisher. Wow. I'm like, wow, he's kind of killing it right now. Like, just chewing up. Like, even to the point when how he gets hype when he's about to do his thing. Like, he's a killer, but he has to be like that. He needs that rage. And then once he starts, he's just like, you know, I told Sergi when they're over here still cheering, like, hey, Frank, now calm down. He's already killing him. Like, there is no like negotiation. When you see him, he's here to hurt you. And don't, if you think there's a chance, no, there's no chance.
He's here to punish you.
Yeah, to punish you. Yeah, and he just, he's good, though. And it was good. Looking forward to season 2. Yeah. If you haven't watched Daredevil,
does it end with that's obviously a season 2 coming?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but not like is he gonna die? It's just like this is going into season 2. Like there's definitely a point, something has happened. Season 2 is going to deal with it. So I think season 2 is going to be way more Daredevil. And lastly, before we go, One Piece is still killing it. And that's all I have to say about that. I told you about the kick that we waited 6 months for. Yeah. Yeah. The fight that we've waited 6 months for is coming next. And I literally,
who is it?
Oh, it's Luffy versus Kizaru. And
I don't know who that is.
And it's just a lot of things are about to happen that are going to look ridiculous on screen. Like, and just, oh man, just one of my favorite characters of all time. That's all I'm saying. Just
Kizaru?
No, Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy. Yeah, of all time. I told you about the cold open, and I told you like 20 minutes, and then boom, there he was, and all he did was laugh, and it just made me fucking smile. Like I actually smile. Like I was actually happy. Like fuck, there's Luffy. Like, and then this last week, when he threw that kick, and then when he said what he said, I was just like, fucking Luffy, man. Like, and the fact that his right-hand man, Roanoa Zoro, is just a G. Yeah, people, I say it every time. If you ain't watching One Piece, you need to be. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yep.
Wait for the remake so you don't have to watch 1,000 episodes.
Hey, it's worth it if you're strong enough. So, but until next time, people. He's Son.
And he's Pops.
And thank you for listening. Be kind to each other.
It's Son and Pops.